The headlines. MPCC begins process for filing disqualification case against 6 defected Congress MLAs. Teachers need to identify students' requirements to make them shine, says Education Minister T.S. Radheshyam. And KSA demands dismissal of BOSM secretary and evaluators. If not, warns of general strike from May 6th midnight. Welcome to ISTV News. Now the news in detail. Vice President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC K.S. Joykishan has said that process for disqualification of 6 defected Congress MLAs has begun. Speaking to media persons at Congress Bhavan, Joykishan further said MPCC welcomes the initiatives taken up by the BJP-led coalition government to eradicate corruption from the soil of Manipur. Besides, the government's step to hand over the case of MDS to the Central Bureau of Investigation is highly commendable. However, the reasons for handing over the case to the CBI should be disclosed to the people. It is highly suspicious why the Loktak Phumdi clearance scam, which was used as a tool for campaign by the BJP in the recent state assembly elections, has not been handed over to the CBI, and why only the case of MDS has been given to the CBI, he added. The highest form of corruption is the horse trading of MLAs to form government not only in Manipur but also in different parts of India. Interestingly, no state government or the centre is trying to eradicate such trend in the country. MLA Joykishan further said, any MLA can leave the party, be it Congress or any other party. But he or she must first resign. If they do not resign, it may be considered as violation of the provisions of Constitution of India. Regarding the BJP-led government's promises to table a fact-finding report of CCTV cameras, he has met necessary arrangements for filing disqualification case against 6 Congress MLAs who have been defected from the party, he added.
Lale aduna Manipur Praja miyamda aranbon uhungibado ngasidi BJP ki sarkar lagle center sarkar lagle lokak scam karigi CBI da sinadabno haiduna Congress party na thamli tarik kya bogi manungda CBI da sinabang ngamgani haidu lauthoklagadi Lairiba Sarkar se asumba tawba sarkar hena akoina su thagatsagani madu tumin election gadi nungi wahan to ado Manipur Praja miyamna nainabiyu haiduna akoina Manipur Praja miyamna thamjari.
2-day training program on equipping the students to face challenges of 21st century education, role of teachers and society for high and higher secondary school teachers was held at the hall of SERT Lamphel. The training program was organized by the Department of Education S. Education Minister T.S. Radheshyam, Parliamentary Secretary Education K. Robindro, Principal Secretary of Education S. Vinit Joshi and Director N. Praveen were the main guests at the inaugural function. Education Minister Radheshyam said education is not only the act of earning knowledge, wisdom and skill, but also to make a person realize his own requirements in life that will enable him to stand on his own. The minister further said, education cannot be confined to only having to attend school class daily and achieving high marks in examinations. The students need to be made well aware of the various issues that prevail in the society, and by using modern technology, they should be enabled to meet the challenges. Teachers should not only impart education to students, but should be able to identify the needs of the students, Education Minister Radheshyam said. Kanglei Park Students Association KSA has cautioned that if the state government does not terminate from service the Secretary of the Board of Secondary Education Manipur and those teachers who took part in examining the answer sheets in by 3 p.m. of May 5th. The KSA will impose public curfew in and around all education-related offices from the midnight of the same day till the midnight of May 6th, and a statewide general strike from the midnight of May 6th till the midnight of May 7th. Addressing a press meet held at the office of the KSA, Secretary S. Vidyananda said, a teacher by the name of T. Tamubi, who is engaged in the task of examining the answer scripts of the students of class 10, was found manipulating the answer scripts. It was agreed during a meeting with the Secretary of the BOSEM that FIR would be lodged against the teacher. However, the teachers held a meeting today and resolved to stop examining the answer scripts. The KSA strongly condemned the teacher's decision, he said.
Yang sakana na na mahona na pagi thong mase masi khwaidigi laibak tibani amasung masi khodaktegi lepkadaben aduga kesi na ngarangi thongdogdigi matangda panjari basi oza khudimakta nasedi maroina secretary ga nexus layer kanda ara ma thawta bore senari ba oza khara khakta adu khaktani akoina panjari basi masina maram hoidana oza khudimakna kesi bolana logidana namagi damakta ningsingjari hairiba CCI secondary school sida si englebo oza singi ma kaya gimarak tesu lupa sini yang nathase jaba oza kaya masu yauri bani. Nasi secretary na loktunar kanda simki ba mifama duna maramu yakanda hauji si magi thabagasi lep lagani haibegi pire bamaka laru lebasi kudotegi hantu kodabani si ingasi lep kiba taragadi masi hari ba masi yauri basi nari oza singadu Malu kunagi yang namanya hanya lagu galulina, makoi osamu abegi mati mai siendre hanya lagu galulina, makoi matata mari lagi napa dipamena, makoi ngomong lagi apa, makoi sabis lagi matungina, sab action makot kita ni, lulina, je mada yau ba masung, jadi je mada lepagi kongjang desa yang kata apa, osa singa tu private school, osa singa tu su, makoi mari lagi napa private school lagi, principal lah, makoi berthau lagi, lokto pada ni.
On the other hand, all the teachers who are evaluating the answer scripts of High School Living Certificate examination conducted by Board of Secondary Education Manipur has said that they will stop the evaluation work unless and until Kanglei Park Students Association, KSA and Board of Controller clarify over the issue of false allegation against the teacher who is evaluating the answer scripts of mathematics. A meeting of the teachers who are engaged in evaluating the answer sheets of various subjects was held at the CC Higher Secondary School near Palace Gate today. Teachers who are also evaluating the answer sheets at Johnstone Higher Secondary School also attended the meeting. Speaking to media persons, one of the teachers said, the allegation made by KSA that most of the evaluators have been indulging in wrong things is very unfortunate, and a statement given by KSA has not only disheartened the teacher community, but also pulled down the status of the teachers to a low level. It will be justifiable if the statement given by the KSA had mentioned the particular teacher who involved in wrongdoing instead of all the teacher community. He further said, the head examiner of the mathematics at CC Higher Secondary School has no idea and knowledge of yesterday's incidents of changing answer scripts in mathematics. It is quite surprising that without giving any information to the head examiner of mathematics, the controller of board informed the matter to the KSA. There is suspicion that there was any pre-planned policy and conspiracy as well on the matter. All the teachers who are evaluating answer scripts will submit a memorandum to the chairman of Board of Secondary Education Manipur to find out what exactly happened. Besides, if the board and KSA were trying to tarnish the images of teacher community failed to clarify the truth at the earliest, all the teachers who are evaluating the answer scripts will stop evaluation work from today onwards, he warned.
Students organization is the Piraga students organization masi public flash talk bahasa masi tasing hargadi masi conspiracy mali marmasina board secondary ki examiner ojari ba koi oja singbu thajadabagi wakhalama mudama leibase masi board ki site ki amasung mari leinaba kese ki site ki sumuchu singdopi gedabani madu singdopiro madu na trigma khaidi koi seeing ba si oja sing punam lepugani.
As being practiced in other parts of India, initiatives are being taken at the highest level in the state too to materialize successfully the concept of flying doctors who would treat patients in the interior and far-flung areas using helicopter service. According to reports received by the ISTV News, Governor of Manipur Dr. Nazma Heptullah, Health Minister L. Jayantakumar, Education Minister T.S. Radhesham, Director of Family Welfare Dr. K. Razo, and experts of the project of flying doctors from outside the state held a discussion at Raj Bhavan on April 25th last. 2 helicopters will be purchased at an estimated cost of 60 crore rupees per chopper for the purpose of transporting the flying doctors in the interior areas of the state. The duty of the flying doctors will be categorized as non-planned and planned. The non-planned category includes treatment of patients who sustain injury during sudden bomb explosion or accidents. The planned category includes treatment of those patients under a fully prepared planned program. The helicopter services will consist of life-saving drugs, oxygen, blood, necessary equipments and specialists including paramedical staffs. Governor of Manipur Dr. Nazma Heptullah has been working tirelessly to ensure that the concept of flying doctors materialize successfully in the state. Such kind of measures will minimize the difficulties faced by people living in the interior parts of the state. World Press Freedom Day was celebrated at the State Information Center, DIPR Palace Sketch Day. Commissioner of IPR K. Radhakumar, Director of DIPR K. Megachandra and many people attended the celebration. K. Megachandra said, media has a vital role to play in bringing development. He wished to include seminar and workshop on the next celebration. Commissioner K. Radhakumar said, freedom of press has many obstacles. Media persons are still insecure. He expressed his desire to review the Advertisement Rule 1984.
But if we have to accept that we are living in a critical time, we have to accept the fact that it has been aligned with critical times. Now we live in time. Matam the opinions. Matam the situation, time situation and place may be all over place, other places. Local success or looking for the
A man's dead body was found floating in the drain behind the office building of Youth Affairs and Sports inside Kuman Lampak Sports Complex this morning. Sportspersons found the dead body. A team of Imphal police picked up the lifeless body and kept it at the RIMS mortuary for further medical legal process. Sources said the person was a frequent visitor to the Kuman Lampak Sports Complex. A team of narcotics cell in Imphal West arrested one Muhammad Makakmayum Tayyab Ali along with 100 WY tablets near Hichamiyai Champat. OC K. Ranjit said Muhammad Makakmayum Tayyab Ali residing at Nilong Chingtham Dam was arrested on a tip-off. Moirang Kuno Apunba Mairapai Bilup, United Women's Development Organization, Bishnupur, Haurampat Youth and Social Welfare Association and a large number of people blocked Moirang Kumbi Road in protest against the hit-and-run incident in which a man was killed a few days back. It may be mentioned that Seram Basanta alias Naucha, a resident of Moirang Kuno, Haurampat, died on the spot in a hit-and-run incident around 11:30 p.m. on the night of May 1st under the jurisdiction of Kaibul Police Station. The ban was organized by the GAC formed against the killing along with residents of the area. The protesters demanded arrest of the person involved in the crime. Passenger vehicles were not allowed to ply all roads leading from Kumbi to Imphal. Many passenger vehicles faced inconveniences due to the road closure. Confrontation occurred when police tried to disperse the protesters. However, students, religious and essential services were exempted from the purview of the ban. The protest will continue until the demands made by JAC are fulfilled, the JAC asserted. Manipur police have begun full-swing drive against the intoxication. Indian-made foreign liquors worth about 2 lakh rupees were seized by a team of Manipur police led by Inspector K. Ranjit, officer in charge narcotics cells Imphal West during a drive conducted at Thangal Bazaar and vendors near the southern side of Mapal Kangjebung today. The team conducted a shop of Chandu, a tycoon of liquor at Thangal Bazaar. Police recovered some cartons of Indian-made foreign liquors. Later, the same team conducted another drive at the vendors near Mapal Kangjebung. It may be mentioned that Manipur is a dry state. However, many vested interests are indulging in this business for their profit motive only. Speaking to media persons, a salesman at the shop of Chandu said all the liquors were purchased from the canteen of 1st Battalion Manipur Rifles. He further disclosed that for little quantity, delivery has been done from the shop. However, there is consignment for large quantities. The shop give a chit to the purchasers and lift the liquors from the canteen, he added.
वो चंदू जाके लाता है, फर्स्ट मार्च से लेके करता है और तो नहीं लेता है चंदू। हम लोग तो काम करने वाला है, वो तो चंदू देता है, हम नहीं जाता है, हम लोग तो काम करते हैं।
And now the headlines once again. MPCC begins process for filing disqualification case against 6 defected Congress MLAs. Teachers need to identify students' requirements to make them shine, says Education Minister T.S. Radheshyam. And KSA demands dismissal of BOSM secretary and evaluators. If not, warns of general strike from May 6 midnight. That's all for today, and thanks for being with us.